traditional front to back.
On below 300 HP, Elk at 50%. Hope is sending it with the killer instinct, knowing he has level 6. Whoa! I was not expecting that damage to come out, but that is first blood for Hope. 6, but he's not gonna be able. Oh, whoa! Big1 stole the last grub. That's 3 grubs for them, and Tarzan no flash. Equalizer right on top, thanks to the collapse from Bin. He's flashing on top of KL, knowing that he's got nowhere to go. Big fight win for BLG, and now the rest of anyone's legend are forced to retreat from this Tristana. So the next time that Glacier Prison is up and available for Bh1, that could be a guaranteed setup play, but they're going to continue it now that On is here with a 3v2. Elk already pushed in the mid lane, so they have push in. KL is the target. He's still not level 6, so he doesn't have the damage reduction from his ultimate. Shanks is under fire, tries to look for a jump onto Bh1. Wait a minute, Shanks almost outplays it as KL found another one on the On before Knight is able to clean it up. Oh, out of this river, Knight getting ready to check Tarzan, knock him up. Maybe equalizer right into the back line. Knight is able to connect as well. Tarzan secures the dragon, but can they win the fight? That's the big question. Tarzan just getting soloed out by Bin as he follows the deer over the wall and burns it for roast venison. BLG, what a massive wipe of the fight. Takedown 3 for the price of no one.
Second this fight.
But he's able to use the buzzer shot and the jump to get away, but that means KL is left for dead. Don't have the luxury of just being able to front to back. Slegend is going to try to force the issue onto Bin. Bin is just going to stall this fight as long as possible, and eventually he will die, but he's going to pop the Seekers. This gives more time for BLG to burn down the Baron. And don't tell me Shakes dies too to the Leandry's buff. That would not be ideal. Oh, trying to go in onto Elk, but he's by himself. That's an easy 5-on-4 now guaranteed for the side of BLG.
But BLG just have push everywhere. If you cannot walk inside your own jungle, you cannot walk into the river, you cannot.
It is definitely a tough one for BLG. Okay, they're going to send him right onto Bin. They know that he's isolated, but he still has a Zonia's. Now Bh1 is here to see if he can bail out his top laner. Teleport comes in for Knight. Hope has sent it, and it ends up just being a 1-for-1, which is not where you want to be as anyone's legend. Flanger will fall as well. Knight picks up a double, and BLG, knowing that they have a 4-on-3, they're going to try to take as much from the base as possible. 3Q man flash into the Lilting Lullaby, but Knight still had the QSS, is able to pop it so he doesn't fall asleep, and Tarzan is the one going night-night. Shanks, the only damage carry left, but Elk flashing forward to guarantee the Feather Storm into the ring.
That fight was so anticlimactic because you mentioned there was no way for BLG to actually end the game here. So and Elk are arriving from that mid lane. They weren't really that far away. And on the screens right now, Bh1 pretty low.
Super in trouble. KL and Flanger trying to beat the front line as much as possible. On doesn't get the grand entrance, but finds the quickness on the Shanks. He's stunned up for a moment. Tarzan following up with that bloom. But Flanger is still getting burned down by the rest of the damage dealers by BLG. Shanks tries to send it for Bin, but he gets interrupted by Bh1 with that Arctic Assault. Elk is still pumping. Knight is ready to send it once again. Tarzan trying to find damage as much as he can. Shanks jumping in for Bin, but he's getting spaced and Astro glided on. No way out for this Tristana.
BLG are just too far ahead. The levels, the extra items are coming through. The 10th and push and we'll take that. Oh, Knight!
Tarzan doesn't even get a chance to pop the Zonia's Hourglass. He knew he was cut off.
Baron for BLG.
Looking for the first reset on a Bh1, but we've got Hope diving past. They found Elk. They're down 12,000 gold advantage by the way, and somehow anyone's legend. They're bringing it back. BLG, they cooked too much. They disrespected anyone's legend.
Items don't matter as much. As you can see, okay, overstaying does matter though, so Knight's gonna get another one for himself. Oh, that's a very early ult!
Forced to use the Featherstorm early. KL's gonna send it. They had to defend through the front line. A lot of damage right into Flandra and KL. And Knight finds Shakes this time around. Hope in a 1v5. I don't think it's gonna happen this time. BLG, stop with the cooking, start with the precision, and close out this game for the first win of the series.
Huge win right here for BLG, picking up that first win versus AL, who 2-0'd the #1 team in this split in the last RQ from Karma, and then possibly a W.
Anyone's legend, they're going to try to push Bh1 away, but the Crescent Guard is at least blocking a lot of damage, but they're still able to do him away, and now BLG have to kite on back. Trust in Elk's Ezreal on, trying to buy as much space as he can.
Elk doesn't even have his 3D force complete, and right here Shanks.
Oh, Shanks, he tries to shift, gets the shield, but it's still not enough. No chance in trying to burn the flash away, and Knight Could be in trouble here, but if he can cut this one out from Tarzan, maybe it'll be enough. He blocks incoming damage, flashes the seismic shove, and finds the spear. But now, can Beichuan equalize it? Doesn't find the win, becomes lightning. Tarzan walks out alive. In a fighting position to walk up. Meanwhile, Shanks is looking, and he flashes over the seismic shove. Knight still has a flash of his own. No Weaver's Wall for the next 2 seconds, but he's not getting out of this one.
Looking for Shanks?
Oh, wait, but Shanks was
TP?
trying to... He tried to TP and he got canceled. Oh boy! Just as the praise was coming through for getting the 1v1 on the Knight, Beichuan puts him back in the dirt.
By Shanks, it doesn't make sense any other way as Hope. Hope?
Elk already burning the barrier here, forced the flash away, but here comes the Pantheon, but great by Beichuan to at least punt him away for a little bit, but still Elk goes down to Hope's Lucian. Here comes the Sand United, but it was canceled. How was it canceled? Did Bid hit the W and just displace him? Dashing aggressively, the tether is connecting and roots him up. Beichuan now gonna dash on in, he tries to dash away, but Beichuan falls with his own flash. Crescent guard at the ready. Tarzan's in trouble. He has to fight a 2v3 and he's bailing. Cannot sidestep the seismic shove, was trying to sidestep it, but BLG just running away with the game and extending the lead to 2,000.
It's actually
for Shanks to be able to pick up the pieces with the Sand Soldier. It's actually Tarzan that gets him. Meanwhile, fight back in the 2v2. Hope able to sidestep the True Shot barrage as BLG continue to push the pressure. Beichuan now looming over to the bottom side of the map, knowing that Tarzan was here. He is 13, level 12 against Tarzan. Sand United is coming through. This time, the Shen arrives to the party, but can Shanks provide the damage necessary? He's too low to compete. Beichuan fighting to the very bitter end, but he finally gets cut off. Thought gives it to BLG. They're gonna run one down and look for more stragglers here. Then, can he slow the members down?
he was the most impactful of them all. That wall to cut out Tarzan.
4-9 as Shanks scoops him right into the taunt. Beichuan also falls next, and anyone's legend surge back to life.
Versus 5, sure, and Bin's on the top side, but let's see if they can poke enough to stop AL from taking down Barrier. Oh, I think it's working. Oh, I think it's working.
He's now looking. He doesn't have Embers to bite. He's just giving his life to try and force Elk out of the pit. He's already used Flash. He's already used Shift. They're charging. Oh! They lost Tarzan. Bin on the flank. He's going to give his life to make sure that there's no more smite for the side of anyone. Shanks is in trouble, but he flies over the left wall. Tarzan's now in trouble. He gets flubbed back. Seismic Shove connects, and now they don't have their jungler BLG having open access to Baron. Boldly walks forward, catches Shanks with the Seismic Shove. Embers Divine only pushes them back momentarily. Hope tries to empty the clip. A little bit of damage to the backline, but BLG got what they came for. They have Baron buff on their side. They have York Maiden. They have essentially a 7-man push with Cannon Minion
and
Maiden. Tarzan goes into the backline. Elk forced the flash. Stand United. I think it got interrupted again. No Flandre comes through. But if you only kill the support, that's nothing. You've got to take out Elk. But he still lives. And now it's Hope. The Shining Hope. It's not going to be